Hello, Paul is Best for UK here, and welcome to today's Game of Day video. Have a think what you might like me to do in April for Game of Day. It needs to be at least 31 games on the system because that's how many days there are in the month. And yep, so this is 27th of March, and it's time for Game of Day. So this is a Codemasters release, and I've covered this game before on the channel, but I'm going to cover it again because it's a brilliant game, and it's Kwik Snax.
Kwik Snax.
We've got the band there, we've got some speech at the start. You know, this is AY heaven, this game is. It's got some brilliant music. So let's go for Sinclair stick, so it tells you our controls. So Sinclair stick selected. So you can see the DC mob there. So let's start the game. It's funny that the keyboard's branded Sinclair on the right. See that there, what he's playing there? So we've got this sort of introduction here, but just skip past that. So you've got a choice of 4 worlds. You've got ice, clouds, well, 4 islands should I say. Ice, clouds, cuckoo or Zax. Let's go for ice. Now this game is absolutely superb. Listen to that music, it's so awesome. Now basically the idea of the game is to collect all the fruit on each level, all the food. You can push the blocks to crush enemies. You can go, if I go right here, I can go to the other side. There we go, collected all the fruit on that level. Now once you've done it, you get this like bonus stage. Now this is hard to explain. Once you press the direction, this will go in that direction non-stop until it hits a wall. You can't stop him. So for example, if I go left here, I can't get out of that, it will always go left. As long as you get all the fruit, you're good, but if you get yourself into a situation where it's infinite loop, say there's not a block in the way, then you're in the bonus stage. It's hard to explain. Right, okay, so on to the next level here. See the thunderclouds there. Collect this fork and knife, and you can actually eat the baddies. It's got a time limit on it. But yeah, very good game actually, very innovative for the day. Probably the best version of the game as well, to be honest. The Commodore 64 version wasn't even the same game. It was based on a sort of arcade machine for some strange reason. I'm not sure what Codemasters were thinking with that, but the Amstrad CPC version is just like this but a bit slower. But I think it's got a little bit more colour in it. Here's that bonus stage again. See, this is what I'll actually demonstrate it. This is what I mean by if you get the wrong move. If I press down now, I can't get out of it and it will just keep looping. Now blocking the way. So bonus over. Hard to explain, but yeah. So yeah, Kwik Snax is a very good puzzle game. Much variety in it. I'm not going to show all the worlds in the video because I think I've done that in previous videos. But yeah, it's an awesome game, and I really highly recommend this one. It's especially good on 128 machines with the awesome sound. There's no sound effects in game, it's just music. On the 48K version, I don't think there's any sound at all, but I might be wrong on that, but I'm guessing there's no sound at all. Oh, this is a very complicated looking bonus level. See, if I go left or right, it's going to be infinite loop, so it's going to have to be up, left. You just got to really think about these bonus stages. Okay. Oh shit, yeah, there's no block underneath. Oh, bonus over. Right. So this would have been a budget game back in the day. Very much worth your money, to be honest. I think it was only $2.99 on the Codemasters label. Dizzy did have a lot of spin-offs. There was the main adventure games of Dizzy, of course, and then he had like Fast Food, which was also a puzzle game. Bubble Dizzy, games like that. Dizzy Panic, I think, was another one. Dizzy Down the Rapids. Yeah, there was quite a few Dizzy games that were like sort of spin-offs of the main adventure quests, like puzzle games and stuff. But yeah, this is Kwik Snax, and I think it's an absolutely superb game, and I think the Spectrum version is probably the best version of the game, in my opinion. It did come out in the Amiga and Atari ST, but it was redesigned. I think it was also on the PC MS-DOS as well. But I always have got fond love for the Spectrum version, and I'm going to give this one a massive 10 out of 10. So thank you for watching.